that's it. And so that's a G. And so the next note I'm gonna have you play is an F, and it's just covering using the left thumb on that hole. Cool, cool. E, this is this. E, one, thumb and pointer. Good. A middle finger on this hole, yeah? And think about, make sure it's covering it. Feel it about, yeah. And then the last hole covered is a C. Good. I liked how, even though you started flat, you moved it up. Maybe without even realizing it, but you were in tune with me for a brief second. So that was a good thing. So when you're practicing, you can use that handy dandy tuning app.
Yes.
And then you can set it to a drone, which is just a one note held out. And you can use it for reference. Okay. So it'll help you get better hearing, and will help you tune notes on your phone. So just try repeating after me. So we're going to start with the G. Repeat after me. It's okay.
Sorry.
So. And think of the bass shape. Oh. Yes. Excellent. So. Good. The problem that was happening was that your hand was like up here.
Yes.
Which I understand because the tuning problem that I mentioned earlier, but try to keep them a little closer. So. Yeah, feel it with, right there. About. Actually, before we go on, let's have you only think about making the sound.
Okay.
So, let's think about.
Yes.
Are your feet flat on the floor? I didn't mention that, but that's important. Proper posture is always important, and that includes feet flat on the floor. Are you loose? Yes. Okay, so before we go, wait. So we're gonna go E, O, and then I know the tendency is to want to move into it, but don't bring the instrument to you.
Okay.
Because we don't have to listen to this thing. Well, we kind of do, but we don't have to let it dictate how to.
Yes.
Like something like I'm not playing like this or anything because. But so. See, that sounded good. You can make the sound. That's the important thing. So, that's the approximate sound that you're striving for. And I think you're just getting anxious about the fingers, and you're letting the tension manifest itself in the embouchure. So, you can take it back. Just remember that feeling, and actually, I wanted to experiment with one more thing. Just hold a note out. See, so like this angle, I think got you the best sound. Okay. So when you're So just play an open G. If you can hold it, yeah, and experiment with it because. Actually, I think it was better further in. I think that sounded better. Do you think?
Yes, I agree.
Cool. So, now we're going to learn our first song.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
So excited.
So excited. So, we're going to use the notes. Some of the notes we learned, but not all of them.
Okay.
We're going to use E, D, and C. So, it goes. I'm not going to ask you to play it all at once.
Yes.
But I just wanted you to hear it. So we're going to go. Let's do that. That was good. You played the notes. What was something I did that you like? So the third note.
I did not articulate on the first two, but then this last one I did.
That was good, yeah. And then also, when you're the bottom, so I went da da da. I held it out longer than you. So let's try that again. So. No, let's both do it. Yeah, and then the next thing is the same. So. Okay, let's think about our mouth.
Yes.
Wait, so E, O, and then think about bringing it in the vowel closer because you sounded better when it was closer. E, O. Is your mouth tired?
A little, no, but I don't know.
Okay, I think there's a lot of movement going on, so so we're gonna do it again, but instead of out here, keep them closer. Even if it's a little out of tune, I'd prefer if you keep it closer. You can just lift it up like a little bit because that'll help you a lot with that note. So.
Sorry.
No, that was good. The thing is, you started off here. Now, think of it more like that. And so when let's lift, like if you're holding a G, where would your fingers be?
Okay. No.
Like it'd be open, except more like here, right? Because that's a lot closer than that here.
Yeah.
Because when you're coming in to play the D, you're like
trying to find it.
So try to keep it more like that, and then we'll go. Wait, before we do it.
Yeah.
So think about where our hands are. So before we ever do anything, let's take a moment to pause and think what we're going to do. So before we create a sound, go. E, O, and include the O. Make sure that the vowel is closer because you sounded better. And then, so we're going to play the E, just only the E. Instead of, I was a bad model here, so think, so just see. And you see, we're just playing the E and you have your fingers closer, which is really good, so. Yeah, you're biting a little, which is why it's creating that harsh sound.
Okay.
So think O, and don't.
Yes.
No, we're not. So we're not angry. We're happy. We're pleasantly surprised. Like
I can do it.
So I'm gonna since you already know the notes, we're gonna just da da dum, da da dum. We're gonna do that too. So. Okay, and then we're going to play the C. That's all of the left hand fingers down. And then go. Do that. See that? That's good. Okay, let's think it through. Because so what happened? Your middle finger was here, and then you moved it, and then your top finger moved down. So we're gonna start from the. But think about embouchure shape. E O N a little more. Yeah. Good. So no, that's good. So since you know the song, I mean, it is one of the top 50 pop hits. I know.
Yes,
So I know you must have heard it on the radio all the time. But so we're gonna try to play the whole thing because I think you know the whole thing now.
Okay, yeah.
So. Okay, that was good. You played the song successfully. That was what we wanted to do. But I'm gonna ask you to play it one more time, and don't crush it. Don't crush the reed, because you'll like what you hear a lot better if you don't get scared and hold on. Holding on here isn't gonna help you. This one, you wanna let it go.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, let's do it again. So, but before we start, think about eo, and then fingers close to the, but not. Yeah, that's a lot better. So. Relax the mouth. That was cool. No, yeah, we'll start over.
Sorry.
What probably created that sound was like when my reed is a lot harder than yours, so it's harder for me to get that sound, but it's this weird crushing thing, and like I think you were trying to fix it, which may have caused it. So I'm the classic band director. One more time.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah. E O, and then. Okay, good. You played the song. So if you wanted to get better at the clarinet, I would assign you to make the embouchure with a mirror so you can see, because it was like when you were making that crunchy sound, your face was like this.
Okay.
And so, but when you were making the good sound, your face was like.
Okay.
So checking it visually will help a lot with that, and then the notes, you would have a fingering chart so you could reference that, and then practicing articulation, breathing, posture, like that's something that it's always better instead of like it's like, oh, it's all together, like you're not thinking because your hands like, oh wait, my hands are up here, not where, or like I'm gonna play now. Right. It's always better to take time, think, because when when we make mistakes, it just teaches us to do it. And if we're not careful, if we keep practicing those same mistakes, we'll just be really good at doing
practice.
Yeah.
Perfect practice, not sloppy practice.
Perfect practice makes perfect. Not practice makes perfect. Practice makes
perfect
permanent.
practice makes perfect play.
Yeah.
Not practice makes perfect. That was good.
Yeah, I
And
know.
we got it.